Hey guys, welcome back to the League Report with Luke. I'm your host, Luke. Let's get right into... No, I'm not going to do that, don't worry. Just before we get into our first story, I just want to say thank you for all the people who watched episode 1 or my first video. It's very much appreciated. It went down very, very well with people, so, I'm pretty happy that the idea has turned out well. Now, there's actually been a few games that have been played since I did the first episode, and those games were actually a Super League Grand Final and also an international game. Now, we'll start off with the international game. Fiji ended up beating Samoa in a big comeback win, ended up winning 20-18, while in the Super League Final, Wigan defeated Warrington 12-6. Sucks to be a Warrington fan. First the Challenge Cup, and now you lost this one. Unlucky. The St. George Illawarra Drags have been trying to sign a hell of a lot of people, but Todd, Carney and Jackson Hastings won't be one of them. The former Shark, Rooster and Raider has spent the last few seasons at the Catalan Dragons, and it seems like he won't be returning to the NRL anytime soon. The Dragons have also said no to Jackson Hastings returning to the club. Hastings left the Dragons for the Roosters, and it seemed like Hastings was destined for big things at the Roosters, but he's had a big fall from grace, and it seems like it's his off-field antics that are the problem, as to why the Dragons are apparently not interested in him. You might remember a few years ago that the Sharks were involved in the Asada drug scandal, but it wasn't only the Sharks. Sandor Earl was the only player who actually got a 2-year suspension, and he's looking to return to the NRL. It seems like his preference would be to return to the Canberra Raiders, which was his most recent club, or the Melbourne Storm, where he actually owns a business in Melbourne. In my opinion, he could be a handy pickup for any team that gets him. Good news for Rabbitohs fans, or maybe not depending on how you look at it, but Greg Inglis has re-signed with the Rabbitohs for 3 years. The contract is being described as a lifelong deal, so we should expect to see Greg Inglis end his career at the Rabbitohs. It'll be interesting to see if Inglis is able to get through his next contract. He's had a lot of injuries lately, and to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up retiring before this contract expires. Corey Parker has retired, and the Broncos are on a lookout for a new captain, and according to Darren Lockyer, Darius Boyd is the man. Lockyer has been quoted as saying, "You'd be hard-pressed to say there is a better candidate in regards to Darius Boyd being the captain." Personally, I can't argue with Lockyer on that one. I think Darius Boyd will be the captain. Speaking of Queenslanders, Dylan Napa, he was kicked off a plane. Apparently he was on a plane trip to London but was stopped in Dubai, and he was on a Qantas flight, and they kicked him off because he was too drunk or too intoxicated. Personally, I don't see too much wrong with it. He's just got a little bit drunk. No one was hurt or anything. It's just not really a good look for him. Some more news regarding the Roosters. This time, it's a player leaving. It's Sam Moa. He's off to the Catalans Dragons. Moa has already played in the Super League before. In fact, he had a 4-year stint in the Super League before returning to the Roosters in 2013, just in time to help the Roosters win a premiership. By the looks of things, Catalans are looking to do a big clean-out. It looks like they've got rid of Todd, Carney and a fair few other Australians. Dave Taylor thinks another one. And Sam Moa I think is a good signing for them. What's that? Breaking news. Taukeiaho has re-signed with the Roosters. That's big news for us. I haven't actually got anything, but yeah, it's not really even breaking news. I saw it like half an hour ago or an hour ago. I just wanted to say breaking news. I never had an opportunity to say it. On to our final story of this video, and it's in regards to Des Hasler and the Bulldogs. And as a Bulldog supporter, this one gets me a bit excited. It had been reported that the Bulldogs had offered Des Hasler a contract extension for 2 years, but according to Buzz Rothfield, it seemed that they've withdrawn this contract at least until midway through next year anyways. And like I said, I'm a Bulldog supporter, and I'm fed up with Des Hasler's coaching. Enough is enough, and it is time for a change. Anyway guys, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Now, if you have anything to comment on any of those stories that I had, leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And yeah, that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. You can follow me on Twitter, at MrLukeNYT is my Twitter handle. My Instagram is also the same as that if you want to follow me on Instagram. Not that I don't really use it that often. I've got my Facebook, it's in the description below. It's linked to the Twitter as well, so you get everything there. And I think that's all the plugs out of the way. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.